Okay.
Well, Dr. Chiu, I'd like to talk to you about brushing. I mean, we have all learned about how to brush, when to brush, and all that type of stuff, and yet it seems to be we're having questions about it. So tell us, soft toothbrush, hard toothbrush, up and down, left and right, in circle, is it all that important? What about electric toothbrush versus hand toothbrush? Does that make any difference? Just tell us shortly what it is all about the brushing, and of course the flossing.
Sure. Well, brushing, the most important about brushing is not about the amount, but it's about the technique. So technique is very, very important. I do recommend first using a soft toothbrush with a round tip, and regular toothpaste, and you need to use the right technique. I usually recommend, small circles, brushing technique, and spend a good time on each area. Make sure you get to the right places and keep it clean. 45-degree angle against the gum in the tooth is ideally the technique you want to use also. Flossing, I recommend using regular floss with your hands, and you want to wrap the teeth on each side to make sure you get the corners. And brushing and flossing twice a day is optimal.
Okay. Now, what about I've lived a couple of years in India, and everybody down there, almost everybody, I know looks like used a tongue scraper. And ever since, I don't use a tongue scraper, but ever since I brush my tongue with the toothbrush, frankly, on an average, when I want to go relatively far back, which is every time, it makes me a little bit gagging. But for some reason, I do it. Am I doing it for nothing? Is it something which is good to do? Should I switch to a tongue scraper like they do in India? Give me some idea there. What's going on?
I like the tongue scraper. I use the tongue scraper myself, and it is good to keep your tongue clean. It is it's one of the areas where most of the bacteria grows. So if you feel like you have bad breath, or definitely just scraping the tongue with a tongue scraper makes a big difference. You also want to brush the palate of the mouth also.
Right, I do that. So if I don't switch to a tongue scraper but use my normal toothbrush, am I doing almost the job, not at all, or like pretty much the same? What are we talking about here?
I feel like the tongue scraper does a better job than the brushing. So depends on how you feel about it, which one makes you gag less. But I like the tongue scraper personally.
But brushing is still better than doing nothing, right? You should brush your tongue and your gums. I mean your palate.
Yes.
Okay. Well, all right.
Correct.
Okay. And what about how often should one switch his toothbrush? Is that a topic at all? Am I going crazy here? I mean, how often? I mean, my wife keeps always making me switching the toothbrush. Well, she doesn't make me one. She just puts a different one in my, on my thing. I would use it 99 years, I think. I don't know. What's any data on that?
Yes, you definitely want to switch the toothbrush every few months. They do wear down and they become inefficient. So having a new toothbrush every time will give you the best chance to do a good job on your cleaning. So there's indicators in some of the toothbrushes that tells you when and how often you should switch them. But every few months, if you look at the tips of the bristle, they start bending, you should definitely switch them.
Oh, I see. So when the tips start being a little bit bent, you should switch on it. Okay. Now, did you mention, I'm not so sure you did, but did you mention the advantages or the differences between an electric toothbrush versus a regular one? Did you touch that?
No, I did not. So definitely the electric toothbrush is a great option for people that don't want to spend a lot of time and the technique, they're lacking the technique. The electric toothbrush, that's most of the work for without having to worry about which angle to place it and how to do it. You just gotta place it around the teeth where the tooth meets and just go around it. Definitely those are great options. Usually these are most beneficial to older people that don't have the coordination and hand skills, or they have problems with the technique.
I see. Okay. Well, all right. And what about mouthwash? Are they useful at all? Are they any better than other ones? And what purpose do they really have?
The basic thing to keep the teeth healthy is, brushing and flossing. Those are the very basic things. Anything extra you do is helpful, but you really need to brush and floss. Those are the basic things. There's some mouth rinses out there that's antibacterial that does help. But again, if you just stick to brushing and flossing, that's all you should need.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Chiu. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.